Hi, my name is Angie. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I love all things crafting and DIY. I hope you enjoy these 3 spring crafts that I have for you today. I'm using Waverly Chalk Paint in the color Celery, and I'm going to paint the frame of this blackboard that I got from the Dollar Tree. This burlap bag I also got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to cut out a bee from it to go in the corner of my frame. This stencil I also got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm painting in the hearts with a paintbrush and some ivory paint from Waverly. Next, I'm going to mix some of that same ivory paint with a little bit of the color lacquer. This will make a soft pink that I can use to add dimension to my hearts. Next, I'll just use my hot glue gun and glue on that burlap bee, and then I will add the final touch and add a hanger to the back with some jute twine. Okay friends, so I have to admit we did make this before Valentine's, so with our chalk marker we put Be Mine. It was so cute, but I think this will make a great decoration for spring and Easter as well. Okay, moving on to our next project. I'm using Waverly Antique Wax with a mixture of water to stain the frame of this blackboard. Also from the Dollar Tree. Next, using the same ivory Waverly Chalk Paint, I'm going to paint the inside of the back of the chalkboard. So on the other side is still the chalkboard. Next, using the Celery Green Waverly Chalk Paint, I'm painting this heart that also came from the Dollar Tree. And after that dried, I gave it another coat. Next, as you can see, I'm using that same pink that I had made earlier in the previous project, and I'm just applying this with my brush a little bit at a time. I'm doing some ivory, some celery, and some of the blush pink that I had created earlier. Next, I decided I really wanted this to kind of have a more rustic look, so I applied very gently and lightly some of that ivory chalk paint to the wood and wiped it dry. Next, I wanted to add this heart to the center, but I wanted it to stick out, so I used 3 of these little cubes that I had gotten from the Dollar Tree. And I just hot glued that all on, and then I decided to take some of the Spanish moss from the Dollar Tree, and I just used hot glue and poke that in there all around the whole entire heart. And then I stuck some flowers in. These flowers were not the choice that I had made in the end. I did switch out my flowers, so you will see that in a minute here. But either way, I thought this turned out super cute. I did apply 2 pink buttons that I had painted. I do that in the next project, you'll see. Okay, moving on to this project. I have a spare piece of wood that I used. I'm just going to paint it with that celery green from Waverly. And here are a couple buttons. This is where I also painted the same buttons that you saw in the last project. I just used that same pink that I made from the first project. I also used that same burlap bag from the first project, but just the back side that didn't have the bee print on it, and cut out a heart. And then I'm coming along with the ivory with my paintbrush and just making it look like stitches. And like I did with those hearts in the first project, added some of that pink blush to add a little bit of texture to my stitches. And I'm going to glue this heart on. And then I'm going to apply one of those pink buttons right to the top of the heart and then to the bottom corner. But I had these little, I don't even know what they are, but they're little hearts. They're like made from thread or something. I don't know what you call it. I can't think of the word right now, but just little embellishments that I just had like forever. I had those embellishments, so I thought, why not use them? Then I made a bow out of jute twine and just hot glued it between the button and that heart. Next, using my Ivory Chalk Paint, I am going to stencil in the word love. I created a stencil with my Silhouette Cameo using a laminated sheet. Okay, so when I made these, I have to admit, it was right before Valentine's Day, so I was still kind of in Valentine's Day mode, and so it's all about hearts and love and everything, but they are totally spring, and I did it with the intention of having these out through the spring and into Easter. So I ended up making a few of these. I thought they were so cute, but I didn't end up filling in the extra space in all the O's. I decided it wasn't necessary in all of them. So I just think these are adorable. I really do. I think they'd be perfect for a craft room or for someone who sews or something like that. I just think it's so cute. And here are all three of my projects. If you found benefit in my video, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up and let me know which one that you like best. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.